Hello and welcome to Tales Across Halcyon City. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm joined by Zyson.
Hello, I am Zyson, and I am playing the Doomed, because I am a dark, edgy character.
Who's being assaulted by the corrupted magic of a magical girl. Radical Dishonesty.
Hey, I'm Radical Dishonesty, and I'm playing Regalia the Outsider, because he doesn't connect with people, but wants to.
Yes, the only person you connected with is a supposed villain. Mistral.
Hi, I'm Mistral, and I'm playing Inferno the Transformed.
No snarky comment here. It just keeps people at hot hands. At hot hands? What the?
Are you sure you're okay?
Did you just break yourself?
Yeah.
I think the breaking was already happened.
Yeah. He's had a day today.
We all have.
Janie SP.
Hey, it's me, Janie SB. I'm playing Cutie Carbuncle, the Janus.
Who's also not dealing with meeting the family of. Is it kinda ex-girlfriend at this point?
Yeah, it's confusing. We'll work it out.
Crystallum Kitsune.
Hi, I'm Crystallum Kitsune, and I am playing Artemis the Protege because we all love daddy issues.
Dysfunction
we really?
Junction. What's your function?
Oh,
At least you have a daddy issue.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, go ahead. Go finish your joke.
No,
And Ari Wolf.
What's up, Wolfpack? Ari Wolf here, and I'm playing Archangel V Nova. Without the daddy issues, because my daddy's in jail.
I was about to say Daddy Issues Part 2.
I'd say that's even more daddy issues.
Actually,
It's a different type of daddy issues.
It is Part 2
Yes.
because, it's her fault that her dad died.
Listen.
You can't see me making a face, audience, but I'm making a face.
I'm not sure everyone has read through Archangel's backstory yet.
I thought we discussed that, during character creation.
No, because we actually talked about that after character creation, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it yet.
We discussed her backstory when
Spoilers.
we were at our house.
Yeah, we talked extensively about it, but yeah. She killed her parents. Oops.
I feel like I've been pretty strongly hinting at that with what Cheshire Cat's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel too bad about that one.
I don't think it's a huge spoiler because you have been leading towards it already, but...
Jeebus, how many people had both parents die?
Well, she had to end up in an orphanage somehow.
Ooh, actually, hand me my Wendigo. I want my Wendigo.
Yeah, we should just call ourselves the Orphans.
Wendigo.
Except for some
I'm
people
a
actually have
runaway.
their-
I'm not an orphan.
Yeah, some people
Except
have their
for-
parents.
I'm not an orphan.
Wait,
either.
when did you
I
make
still
them
have my
talk?
dad.
Anyway.
Yes, as much fun as it is to randomly chit-chat, no updates, I don't think. I don't think there's anything. Oh, actually, tomorrow I am planning on, due to, busyness and everything else on last Friday I didn't get a chance to start, I'm going to start a new stream, just gonna be off the cuff, me discussing some design stuff. I'm gonna call it the, Rubber Duck Design Lab, or something similar. And it's just me doing rubber duck debugging, but with game design concepts and such. So mostly I'm doing it for myself here. Actually, it's just so I can actually just vocalize things. And if people like it, cool. If they don't, the internet is a cruel and heartless master.
And you know what? Sometimes talking to yourself out loud helps you come up with ideas.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the intention.
Because you need someone to talk to when I'm not here.
I have Tabitha.
I mean...
Tabitha, for those who are wondering, is a cat.
He can also talk to Lucy.
Oh. And you.
Or Apollo. I don't think we want to talk to Apollo.
Or Bella.
Anyways, let's stop listing off animals. So.
He does talk to Lucy a lot.
Hey, if it helps.
not genuinely talk. It's more like, what are you doing, you little monster? But yes.
Oh,
So
You should invite her on your stream.
no. Last time.
that sounds like a terrible idea.
So
Go ahead,
last time, we had kind of a montage of where people were. Archangel talked to Forge via the prison conference stuff, and like, still wasn't gonna give up the ghost about what he was actually doing that night. Cutie finished off going on a sibling outing with Mary and encountered Ember, who decided to break things off because of Dante not deserving that. Inferno talked to the mask maker himself and was tried to be explained the mask of normalcy was a gift, and tried to recruit them, and when that all failed, said just basically threatened them to stay out of their way. Not foreboding and ominous at all. Zeus talked to Artemis and basically told her, because you've been such a poor god, you are not coming to the party.
Party thrown by Dionysus.
He's catering.
He's catering wine.
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty
could
sure
you-
the Dionysus we came up with is catering far more than just wine.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, you're a teenager and you're actually like allowed to have wine? That's step up. That's living the dream.
Indeed.
Except for she's not, because she's effectively grounded.
Normally, she's allowed to have wine.
It doesn't really do
I mean,
much.
to be fair,
You
they
know,
were all
that is a
drinking
cul-
well before
I
this.
imagine it's a cultural thing in this case. Like,
like French.
Mm-hmm.
But yes.
in this case, your culture is, hey, gods, ancient Greek.
It's like, I'm a god, I can't get drunk.
And we also know Thea was already sneaking booze, as is.
All of them were.
Yeah.
The whole band
I
was.
like how you say we all know, but like even I'm the one running this game does not know what kind of fan fiction level concoctions you guys are doing around in your little private servers.
Oh,
In the
I actually said they all were. Not we all know.
I said we all
The
know.
whole band is probably drinking, let's be honest.
Yes.
Right now they're playing Spin the Bottle.
And Regalia had an interesting conversation with Medusa where she kind of explained the whole I cursed myself with this so I could actually maintain some aspect of my own mind. Unfortunately, and she's actually the character Athena is her whenever she's around any other divinities, totems, as it were. Then a bunch of chaos happened. Oh, and Blackbird. Sorry, you're. Let me move my preview window so I can actually see your thing, so that it reminds me that you are there. Blackbird was taken on an astral projection tour of Halcyon City as a part of a lesson from his Aunt Josephina, and she discovered an area where there was like no magical lights left, and that's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, after all that happened, Regalia brought the message over to Artemis and explained what Medusa told him. Artemis was shocked that Grace still exists. Actually, I'm going to actually kind of pick on that thread here, because I kind of need to know what kind of goes on. Prior to this reveal, what did you two think happened to Grace?
I'll start with Archangel. Archangel pretty much just assumed she ran off like Apollo and Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
And
I thought the guess was that Athena had the same thing. Grace had the same thing happen and became Athena in the same way Apollo did.
is it at all? Remind me, how do the totems activate?
They like as they get to a certain age, basically it starts out with their power starting to show up. And it's like as they get to like a certain point. It's basically like puberty, essentially.
Got it.
Puberty
No,
with a
that
sign of
actually
identity
explains
death.
it pretty well. That actually
Mhm.
explains it pretty well because that would explain one after the other how it was. Who do you think had their powers show first? Anders, Dionysus,
Apollo.
Apollo? Okay.
Because I know in the RP I had already mentioned there were some weird things that were happening with him. He was setting things on fire accidentally.
Okay.
long as he wasn't
So
strangled.
just so that I can get it straight in my mind with my character, who do you think was the last to get it? Thea?
Yeah.
So how I'm imagining it is that when each of them got their powers, they either ran off or they went to go find someone for help or they knew where they were going for help.
Yeah.
I don't know. But one by one they all
Mhm.
vanished.
Yeah.
And she
Oh.
just kind of
Because like Apollo because Apollo and Artemis's like biological mother is also a totem. So theirs was a little bit easier, but they also ran off because they have issues.
I imagine that all of them actually ran off.
I think so.
Because
Yeah, so information was shared, and the note was revealed that inside was a map that had a location circled that said that with the text dad/grandpa ? And yes, and then the other group, meanwhile, Blackbird went to Cutie on the account of needing was about to investigate and needed some defensive magical muscle. If there was something stalking on magic users, like and eventually they met up at a park, and eventually Inferno showed up as well because Inferno was having angst and wanted to talk to his emotional support carbuncle after the whole mask maker thing. I mean, I'm putting more. I'm putting a little more stuff on it than there actually was at the time. So, like, this is just my perspective on this. But yes.
well, it's cute.
Eventually, you guys ended up in that slum area where Kitty recognized this as Ember's neighborhood, and you saw a bunch of Kitty and Inferno saw, a bunch of cars leaving from what Kitty recognized as Ember's house, and the last person leaving was a cowboy monster that Kitty realized, oh my god, that's actually her dad that he has never seen, she has never seen before. Meanwhile, in a dark alley, Blackbird was being ambushed by a tainted demonic energy that you realize is also part corrupted magical girl energy, and that just does not bode well for anyone involved.
Mm-hmm.
So with that all out of the way, because a lot of stuff happened last week, lot longer to recap, brings us to Fate Breakers number 19. Which, yeah. Okay. So, where do we start? Let's start with Blackbird because we talked about him last.
All right.
So yeah, as you're like kind of lying on the ground there, you are being pinned by basically a living shadow of Witchy Blackbird. What do you do?
Look, this is already a weird therapy trip. I don't need this. And I'm going to try to blast the shadow.
Alright. Go ahead, roll to directly engage a threat.
Right. Ooh, a 9.
9. So 1 second here, I just need to quick check something. So choose one from the list. Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create opportunity for your allies, or resist surprise or frighten the opposition.
I think this will create an opportunity for my allies to notice that something's up.
Yeah, so, well, there, as you guys are kind of like, as Cutie and Inferno are kind of looking at, kind of sharing a side glance at each other about like the monster thing. Like you're kind of like trying to like you're kind of about to try to make a plan. Suddenly, in the nearby alley, there is a, and
Blackbird, are you alright?
Blackbird, if you want to come out of that alley, you are covered right now in. I guess witch gunk is the best way to describe what you are covered with.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is kind of Blackbird's
so wait,
MO
he's
of
covered
coming out of an
in-
alley,
in-
covered in something.
Basically, basically he exploded the witchy Blackbird that had pinned him.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
we need to do now is fight like a slime monster or something, so he can be the one who just gets completely drenched.
I'm sure that can be arranged.
Yeah, so Blackbird comes out of the alley and's like, looks like we have trouble.
Yeah.
I got attacked by witchy Blackbird.
Isn't that you?
Yeah. It was some kind of shadow thing of that, but definitely her magic.
Whose magic? The combination you made?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm gonna see if I can sense anything about this situation.
Okay.
Just curious.
Actually, this is going to be unleashing your powers because I realize I've been kind of doing some of this wrong. Like, assess the situation is more like, okay, some stuff is going on, let's go at this. Unleash your powers is more about extend your senses here, which is what you're trying to do. So roll plus freak.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, that's something I'm good at. There we go. Oh wow, I hope that 11 would be enough.
Yep, on a hit you do it. So yeah, you kind of extend your thing and like you feel that kind of echo. Like it's not your power per se, or even a piece of power. It's more like, you know, like how like if it's like if your power had like left a single cell and that cell kind of grew into like some sort of giant green monster with or something. It's like it's a clone. It's almost like clone is probably the best term for it. It's like it's like a copy of your magic that's trying to find something to grow. It is not. It seems to be based on the goo. What you feel of the goo is it's like this is something that was cast off from something that wasn't compatible with the little seed of magic that tried to grow.
So, just trying to clarify a little bit.
Yep.
But so it's kind of a mirror of my own power in some way.
It's like a descendant of your power. Like it's like a child of it.
Okay.
It's Cutie's and Blackbird's weird magical girl child.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, now we have a different.
That
ship,
wasn't weird
apparently.
to think about.
Mhm.
Well, do we need to get a ship name set up for Blackbird or Cutie?
Do we need to have a ship name? No.
Well, wait. Maybe it's that weird. God, I'm trying to. At a meta level, it was like that weird pie man or whatever it was.
I know. I want you to. I kind of really want to see you call him that weird pie man.
No.
That's such a cutie line. I love it.
No, hey, it's accurate entirely. Like, wait, you mean that? Kind of like the time where that weird pie guy. There you go. Little alliteration there.
Can we not call him the Pie Man or Pie Guy?
Remember when he took my power and gave it to you temporarily?
Yes.
Oh,
I remember. I was a woman. That felt weird.
welcome to the club. But anyway, yeah, apparently it's related to that, but it's really hard to get a read on what else without, seeing it. Again, we'll keep our eye open. Well, we should probably investigate all the chaos going on over there. Waiting over to Ember's house.
And the long train of cars is, you can see as you turn to look, you see the last of the rear lights of that car procession kind of vanishing off, and turning down a corner.
So I'm just curious. I'm trying to remember from last week. Was there the cars around were all just random, normal civilian cars, right?
Nope. They looked all
Fit that-
identical. They had the same symbolism on them. So,
Oh boy.
which some of you had recognized as as one of the crime families of the iconography of one of the crime families of the city. And I'm going to guess something.
I think.
Go ahead, say what you're going to say.
I was gonna say, I think Blackbird's finally gonna take notice of this. It's like, oh, something happened over here.
Yeah, and I'm going to give this to one of you two. You can say whoever notices this, but if they're going out in something that is actually marked with their own iconography, that means they're trying to do something. They're not trying to be hidden. They want to be seen doing this. Which usually doesn't mean something
I will
good.
assume I'm going to make a mental note of that exact insignia or mark that they have for their family.
Yep.
Just in case we need to investigate them. But for now, I mean, I'm feeling a little torn. Obviously, something happened here, but also with the whole trying to bury the whole emotion stuff that's currently going on, Cutie might not want to immediately just go inside. Go confront her girlfriend's place. So Cutie might be like...
This is where you actually can say, I think this is the point where you would assess the situation.
Yes, assessing the situation does feel pretty accurate.
Yeah, because there is a whole situation that just happened here. So go ahead, roll plus superior.
Oh gosh. Okay, that's a decent I have. It's not terrible. Okay, 8. So
Alright, you get to ask one. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me, and how can best end this quickly? Obviously, that one not as applicable because the situation is kind of driven off, but...
Yeah. I guess either who's the most vulnerable or the biggest threat would probably be fitting, because the idea is, quote, if this household is where my characters, like, one of those answers might be Ember, so that's why I'm trying to figure out which situation feels better for the situation. Do you guys have a suggestion?
It sounds like here is what you're trying to ask here is what here is in the greatest danger.
True. Yeah.
But I mean, you get to choose what you ask, and I will answer.
Any suggestions from what LPCs?
Not particularly. I mean, this
found
is your
a mouse.
show.
Now, I'm just trying to figure out if this is a situation where you know what? I think my character, in some way deep down, does still care about her, even though he's not exactly sure their relationship right now. So I guess it would be that first one of.
Yeah.
You don't have to see someone to care about them, like
threat, danger, or vulnerable. Then, I wasn't quite sure which one you were choosing there.
Well, what was the first option on the list?
What here can I use to blank?
What can I use to blank?
What here is the biggest
What's
threat?
vulnerable? What's a threat?
What is the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How can we best end this quickly?
I think this is a situation of vulnerability. So what here is the most vulnerable, shall I say?
It's really hard, unfortunately, because the problem is like there's no action going on at the moment. Like,
yeah, the idea is I kind of wanted to see if there was something going on at the house still, or if this action has moved on, basically.
Okay, I think you will get that kind of answer you're looking for is who is in the greatest danger.
Yeah, who's in the greatest danger seems.
Yeah. So as you decide like you don't really want to confront Ember, especially not in your altered identity. So you kind of look around the outside of the house, just trying to see. And you go over to where her where her window is, and kind of just to kind of see if you can just see her just silhouetted in there, just to see that. When you go over there, the window is open, and there is it's on the second. It's a 2-story house. It's on the second story, and there is the classic bed sheet rope hanging down.
Oh. Oh.
So,
And I imagine it's empty, and several of the items that Danny personally, Dante personally would know is stuff that is important to her, suspiciously missing from around her room.
no. If you go in there
Oh?
to look, what you see is most of her stuff is actually there, like stuff you know that is personally impressed her. The only thing that but it seems like to be almost nothing left in the room. That nothing was taken from this room. In fact, something was left in that room.
Oh?
A letter, a little note that says for Dante.
Oh! Oh no. So I don't know if Inferno or a Blackbird followed her up there, but I will take this.
Yeah,
note.
I am. Unless you guys have really want to be in the room for this, I feel like you guys are kind of looking around elsewhere.
Yeah, probably
Mhm.
looking around elsewhere.
Yeah.
Examining the exterior.
Yeah, it's you open up the letter and basically it basically kind of says like by the time you read this I will be gone. I could not stand I have been pushed too far. I could not stand idly by while these things were happening. I didn't have much, but I treasured every moment we shared. And I think of, and it just says, and then it's signed "Goodbye Forever, Ember."
The moment I see forever, I'm going to be very concerned and dash back outside and go like, we need to stop this, guys, now. She's going to start chasing down the vehicles.
All right.
So I'm
Blackbird
assuming
is going to be very confused and look at. God, there's so many fire names. Sorry.
Inferno.
No, yeah.
Obviously, that's what we should just call our team Fire names.
If you only have one.
Yeah. We only have one, but there's like fucking Ember, Cinder, Inferno.
Forge.
Yeah, Forge.
There you go.
See, you guys could all start your own fire team. Like, anyway, yeah, gonna look to Inferno and go. Any idea what that was about?
Yeah. Nope, but probably important. We should probably go.
Yeah, I guess if something that makes Cutie run like that.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
This is just me putting something in the little suggestion box for you guys. Bad enough to be willing to trust Blackbird on a teleport?
Oh no. Oh no.
If it means getting to Cutie faster, probably yes.
Well, I mean, you guys can catch up to Cutie without issue. It's more about catching up to the procession, which has gone pretty far ahead. The trail's gotten a bit cold.
Probably.
All right, so yeah, I will chase after Cutie and say you're going to chase after a car on foot.
another joking comment. This one less serious. No, on a motorcycle. Go cutie motorcycle.
No, obviously a pogo stick. That's a most.
Anyways,
Here, let me do some magic.
I didn't quite catch that.
No, I said here, let me do some magic.
All right, as you kind of, Blackbird starts incantating. Inferno gets like, if he had hairs and could
Wonderful.
sweat, both hairs would be standing on end and would be in a cold sweat. But the spell goes off, you vanish, and we'll discuss where you end up later.
Oh, I didn't even have to roll for that.
Oh no, you're going to be rolling. We're going to be rolling later.
Okay.
Just to figure out where we're going.
Later on will depend whether or not I burn you alive.
Be
Well,
nice,
I have a
Inferno.
+4 to this, so.
Speaking of people who tell Inferno to be nice. I was hiding for it to actually pick up his voice, but anyways, we kind of where is Athena / Grace living? Because like here, this is
Oh yeah.
talking about where Grace / Athena lives. Like, can we get a description of like the place? Like anything you guys have in mind? Either one of you two.
Second.
This is not. That's all her.
I'm working on it.
Ah,
Looking up some reference images.
So like, I mean like, the temples are like extra dimensional space, but what's the mundane side of it?
I think it's it's kind of, it's like in the middle of the city.
Oh, I have a thought.
Okay.
A court. It's a door. It's like a side door in a courthouse.
Yeah, I like that.
Wisdom and law and justice kind of thing. Stuff that can be associated, but that's kind of more like you can kind of look that up. We'll get to the interior first, but
Yeah.
Aspen, you're kind of standing on this weird little side
English is hard.
Greekan, yeah, that's what I said. Grecian arch on the side of this courthouse.
Cool.
There's a door. The door is shut because it's and you're just like, so you haven't done anything. So what do you do?
I guess I'll try and open the door. See if it opens.
Or you kind of do the thing that you know from past experiences with things that should let you get in unless you are being actively barred. But the door, you kind of turn the knob, it opens, and the door kind of slowly opens silently. And
I slip past the door and on my way in.
Yep. What does the interior kind of look like?
It's like the walls are like this golden color. At the front is a statue, a large golden statue of Athena. Like the traditional goddess.
No. Okay.
So you just gave a little smile, like, oh, she's full of herself.
No. There was a secondary thought because I feel like it's notable that Artemis does not have a statue in her temple. Like that's more of the gears turning. Like, oh, there's stuff there.
Most of them have it, but I think because they kind of design their own temple. Like their temple is like a connection of their mind.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
And Apollo's must be really, really bright.
It Athena's is like fucking golden. Apollo's is neon.
Is that where my brain
Dubstep
went?
everywhere.
Orange. I think he's just like orangish.
Anyway,
Okay. By bright, I mean no one can see anything because it's going to be glowing like the sun.
There's so many fucking lights in there.
anyways,
Anyway.
yeah, you kind of go in and it's like you see basically Medusa pacing back and forth, kind of just muttering like, kind of like the more of the nervous, like, okay, I hope this works. I hope
one other thing that I want to add
Uh-huh.
is that there is in a corner a staff that is shaped like a snake. A little nod to the whole Medusa thing.
So yeah, you see her.
Anyway, Medusa is pacing, saying what?
It's like she's basically kind of nervous, pacing, kind of muttering herself like, "Hey, I hope this works out." Like she's very much like, "Okay, he's gonna tell her. He's gonna tell her, right? He's gonna tell her. Like, she'll understand, but if she comes here, she'll deal with her, and I don't want her to deal with her." And it's like,
You're as nervous as ever, I see.
well. She does when she jumps back. She does the kind of like a kung fu pose with her one hand on her glass. It's about to pull it off. Like clearly.
One hand on the glasses with a ready pose is a Cyclops pose.
Yes, it's almost like she has ocular based.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
But yes, so she's like, she kind of relaxes when she's Aspen.
Hey, Grace.
How are you dressed right now? Just for
Casual.
Okay.
Kind of like she's not in her and any of her gear except for maybe the computer on her arm.
Yeah, but I feel like she just doesn't take that off.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna go into specifics, but it's probably closer to like a pop punk rock.
Yeah.
type
Well,
of
no.
look.
It was more of like I was just trying to figure out where you was dressed civilian or hero.
Oh, yeah, civilian.
Yeah.
For sure, civilian. Brain's like must go into all of the details.
Yeah. No. I just kind of wanted to. It was more to kind of just. I would say it's been a while, but I guess from you being here, you kind of heard the whole thing, so it actually hasn't been as long as you think. But I guess it's been longer than it should be because it's not really me working. Like,
It's okay.
sorry.
I'm just glad you're okay. You're the only one of the band that I had no place on. Everyone else I knew where they were, even though, Spiros is completely out of his mind.
I'm not okay. Like, genuinely, I am not okay.
I know. Thea told me everything.
And like, I mean, I'm glad to see you and everything. But my tongue is getting so tired with this, which is okay, which is very in character for her right now. I'm just trying to think. Okay, what does she know? What is known, kind of thing, right now.
Mm-hmm. Bed.
I
Thank
don't
you.
wanna. You're not my real mom.
Yeah, that's the face he's giving me right now. He's like, but Mom, I want to cuddle. Anyway.
Yeah. So What was the last like I was. We did the I'm sorry, it's okay, it's not, I'm not okay. Dia told me everything. Anything else I'm missing? I remember.
That's where we got to. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything else
Yeah.
really said beyond that, outside of panic.
Yes, panic. Panic is good. Panic is good. Also, I'm gonna say this. I realized, like, even though I'm kind of setting these up like they're happening simultaneously, this part is clearly happening earlier on in time frame than the other group's time stuff. This is that stuff makes place. That's like evening going into night. Well, this is kind of like late afternoon. I would picture. So just want to set up the timelines here.
Mhm.
No. Obviously, everything's going on exactly at the same time as each other.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's just Discord's fucking with the sun and moon.
But yes. So look. I mean, it is good to see you, but like she told you what was going on tonight, right? The whole thing, right?
He mentioned it.
So like, you gotta know that I'm going to be going away soon, and I don't. I don't have a choice in the matter.
I mean, we could make it a choice.
And how do you intend to do that?
Well, we just keep you away from the other gods. Then you don't have to go. It's your choice.
Okay. This is the point where you have to. I think you're going to roll to provoke someone.
Sure.
Because I feel
What
like
is that
there's a
rolling
lot
against?
of ways this could go at this moment.
Yeah. What do I roll against?
You're rolling superior.
Of course. One of my 0 stats.
Could have been a -2.
Ah!
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad it wasn't mundane. Rolled a 7.
All right. 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. So. All right. Okay, yeah. I know I'm going to do it. Like, they're going to do it, but I'm going to start introducing complications right off. Like, I mean, that could buy me time, but she doesn't just. She doesn't just. It's not just that. She comes out on her own, too.
Well, then we need to figure out how to get rid of the totem. What have you tried?
Larceny?
Larceny!
Larceny?
Wow, that was.
It's true. This is what she's tried.
Saga.
I mean, that's not wrong, but.
I mean,
Although,
I mean, no.
Aspen's response is going to be this. I think larceny's a little light for the gods. That's like a fun activity for them.
That's not wrong.
It's a day in the park!
No, totally.
It's not anything
Yeah,
serious, like as if you insulted them unintentionally. That is
That
serious
is actually
business.
Aspen's response, though, is I don't think that's enough. Let's take a walk in the park for
Yeah, I kind of gotten that idea.
which means we need to do something a lot more dramatic if we want to get rid of that totem.
Curse them.
Curse them.
I tried that!
Well, obviously the answer is larceny. Come on, are you not listening?
Regalia.
If only there were-
At this point, you weren't exactly given directions, but I'll say you kind of have enough like.
If I haven't been given directions, then I might never find it. But
But magical thing. You've been around her enough that you kind of have a bit of a. You have the scent of her outfit, so to speak. Not in a creepy way, but like you can kind of track that kind of a trail. So just saying.
Sure, we could say it like that. And maybe there's some other context, like I've always been in this area when she's shown up.
Yeah. No, I've been.
I can smell plaid.
Smell plaid.
Yes, you can.
Wait, I smelled too much. I can only smell plaid now. Whoops.
I smell plaid.
Oh, nope. I've got nose blind to it. Now I can't smell plaid anymore.
Womp womp.
Okay, let's speed this away because this is getting ludicrous.
Okay.
Very funny.
Yes.
I mean, maybe you
I was gonna skip past it
because it's in his genes.
Uh,
All right. So, yes. Regalia has found a mysterious archway. Oh, hey, here's a thing.
Yeah, it's like this looks very similar to the. But here's where I'm going to give you the wrinkle. You kind of look down. You're kind of looking around, kind of like, and then it's like, why is the sun always at the wrong angle when you're trying to look at it? And you look down and you realize,
wait,
that's not the sun.
Why is the sun always wait?
Meanwhile, like I just wanted to get you set up, but I realized I should probably also deal with the other side of that equation.
Hi.
So yeah, you're right. Where is Apollo's temple?
Oh
in
God.
the town? What part, like what building is it attached to?
It is attached to a concert hall.
Okay, like a classical one, not like the one that got distorted and warped.
Yeah, no, not like that one. Like a big ass theater.
Okay.
Like old Greek theater type thing.
Yeah, and
so that's what the outside of it looks like. It looks like a giant theater, and the inside actually looks a bit like a theater.
So yeah, you go in, and what does it look? Yeah, it looks like a theater.
So there is a stage.
Yep.
With a giant ass statue of Apollo.
Yep. And
in all of his glory.
Pretty Apollo.
And I'm gonna say like
there's no
Apollo.
Yeah, you see there is a you see one of the muses, his entourage.
Yes.
Just strumming the lyre, just kind of like lounging at the feet of the statue, kind of looking at it like a little like not canon, but I want to bone him. That's that kind of look. That's what the kind of look is.
That's exactly where my brain went.
That's the scene you come into in there.
Yeah.
So just that you hear the thing, and you're like, oh god, I hear the music. He's in here, and you go in there. You see a muse playing Apollo's lyre, looking up at his statue with dreamily lustfully, I guess.
That's her reaction to this. It's just like,
gross.
She has not noticed you. What do you do?
So is Apollo there, or is it just her?
Just her.
Just her. Okay. So I walk in.
Shudder, and then.
Yeah, I walk in, kind of shudder. I'm not gonna handle this daintily. It's just gonna be like a. So I go over, I take the lyre, I just pull it out of her hands.
I'm trying to think of what honorific they would actually use to address.
Lady, or
probably Lord and Lady. Yeah.
Lord and Lady.
Lady Artemis, what brings you to your brother's temple?
I'm looking for him. Why the hell are you here?
I serve Lord Apollo with my very existence, so I work here.
And play his instruments? Is that part of working here?
Look, I'm sorry, Lady Artemis, but your brother has actually stepped out for the evening. He said he had a important meeting with Athena. Yes, that was Athena.
Huh.
Seriously, I am not making this up.
Womp womp.
Great.
I'm sorry.
Just that's the one person I don't need him near right now.
Look, I understand your dispute with 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 Lady Athena, but she is a constant companion to Lord Apollo. It is. She kind of says that, and there's kind of this the brief moment of like, unfortunately, there's like an unsaid unfortunately.
Incest. It's called incest.
Yes.
Incest is for mortals. If it was, what do you expect? Do you expect it to be a bunch of demigods ruling all of existence? I think not.
Don't you have someone else to, give inspiration to?
Well, I give inspiration. It is Apollo who gives me the inspiration that I might give to others.
How about Narcissus? Why don't you give him some inspiration? Pull him away from his mirror for 5 seconds.
There hasn't been a Narcissus in centuries.
I'm sure there's one out there by now.
Yes, but the problem is we can't tell.
It's a world where TikTok exists. Everyone's Narcissus.
That is so damn true.
Got a little cultural commentary I wasn't expecting.
That's what I bring to the table.
Wow, okay, I didn't need to know that.
What? What?
Apparently, the muses were a result of Zeus lying with a woman 9 consecutive nights, resulting in 9 muses.
Yep. Question is, which muse is this?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Is it Calliope?
So sorry, I'm just trying to make sure.
Gotta get our Greek history right.
Oh no, Irato,
Hirato?
director of Love and Love Poetry.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be bad.
And she's depicted holding. Oh, apparently there's some overlap with like Eros,
Yes, there is.
because it's depicted holding a lyre and love arrows and bows. So yeah, this is totally. That's who you're totally. Which is also really weird when you look at the mythology, because they were raised by Apollo in the myths, but
Yes.
modern incarnations of them don't always have to.
They work for him instead.
It's modern times. Things can change.
Yes. Yes, that's Irato, or however you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can-
Erato.
Irato.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So.
Hey, Will. Hi, cute kitty.
But yes.
Oops.
When did he leave?
About 15 minutes ago.
Did he take the chariot?
No.
Okay, then he's on foot. Meaning I might be able to catch him.
Word is might.
Cut to Regalia staring at the. He's doing like the full like cool guy strut kind of thing down the street, full glow.
God.
We used to know this guy.
Well, bonus, you still know this guy.
But we don't want to.
You almost dated this guy?
I think that's a total regret now.
Apollo is the Zephyr Breeze of our game.
Except for he actually does stuff. Unfortunately, it's just really bad stuff.
I love him. I love him so much.
What do you do, Regalia?
I guess I kind of wait for him to get to me. I'm just like, he'll notice me sooner or later.
Oh. And you also, I'm going to say, just give you one little extra thing just for context. You hear them talk, you hear some talking, and it sounds like Aspen's already in there. So.
As we discussed how to get the totem removed. By how bad can we make a god be?
Thank you, Jason, for posting the Spider-Man 3 picture, because I just realized that's actually what's going on, and like my brain was subconsciously doing that, and it's like as soon as you put it, it's like, oh god, that's exactly what's going on.
It's a far more emo.
I don't know. I don't think when you're glowing like the sun, you can be legally considered emo.
I was talking about Peter Parker.
Oh.
That would be like Cutie Carbuncle going emo. Cutie Carbuncle going emo.
Yeah, she
I would be very worried about Cutie Carbuncle going emo.
She would try, but she would
evil.
just end up Candy Goth.
Scene girl.
Yeah, scene girl.
So yes, but yeah.
I only wear black on like 50% of my outfit.
Willow, are there mice all over the floor again?
All right, but yeah. So Regalia is just waiting for him to get close to the door.
She loves her toys.
Mm-hmm.
He
Kind of staying where the way would where he would be in the way, so there's no way he could just sort of and just walk into the door without even noticing.
He kind of like
he's just
he kind of keeps walking. He's kind of like smiles. Like he's not even looking at you. He's just kind of waiting for you to move out of the way. He kind of looks down. Oh, you're that guy that found Athena's missing ticket, right?
Yeah, sort of. Yes.
Oh man, got lucky, I guess. So, mind moving out of the way? I love how egotistical this Apollo is. He's not willing to walk around him. He demands that people in his way be moved.
Right. I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Thank you, Regalia.
You hear inside the two of you hear like Regalia talking and like, oh no.
Oh shit.
So he's just kind of like backing up to the far side of the temple. It's like, no.
Is there another way out of here? Is there another way out of this temple?
I don't know. Like, I can get in here, but it's her domain.
Alright. Let's see if we can find one. Let's get away from these doors. I kind of take her hand and run off to the far end of the temple.
Yeah, she was kind of already
wherever that is.
Yeah, so cut back over to. You don't want to?
I don't know if it would be a good idea. How have you been?
Roll to provoke someone.
Yeah, all right.
Because you just gave him an opportunity to talk about himself.
9, I think.
All right.
9.
I'm gonna say yeah. He's gonna say, hey, I'm not gonna actually roleplay this out because I have limits.
You don't want to play Apollo.
I
Your
don't.
limit is Apollo.
I just want to kind of keep the interesting stuff, and him talking about like if there was interesting information, like I feel like if you got a 10, he would probably also drop some information for you. But right now, you're just keeping him busy.
Right.
Limit is Apollo.
It is about as shallow as one would expect at this point.
Yeah, he's just telling me about his day, saying about good things that happened to him.
And he's like,
You know,
the
Talking about
barista
himself.
did not bow, and I'm like, how do you even deal with people like that? Like, she should get fired. This is why you make minimum wage, stuff like that.
Making Regalia think he needs a pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, just like
No, Apollo's talking
No,
about
no,
his
no.
new sunglasses.
no, Regalia has the hat,
Doesn't need
the brim kind
sunglasses.
of lowers enough just to.
Of course, he doesn't need them, but they're vanity sunglasses.
But yeah, so. Alright, as for Aspen here, go ahead and roll to assess the situation.
Playing against what again?
Superior.
Okay. Superior. 8.
Alright, get to ask one. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
What was the first choice? I think the first choice is what I'm going with.
Okay, what do you want the blank to be?
Read the whole sentence again.
What here can I use to blank?
Yeah, it's gonna be what here can I use to get out?
Alright, you kind of like you're kind of looking around, it's like suddenly it's just like it doesn't look like there's anything, but suddenly it just like kind of clicks in your head here, and it's like, of course, Athena is the god of war, specifically the goddess of tactics. What better what tactical person would not have a hidden escape route where you wouldn't be able to know it? So you kind of start and eventually you push, kind of just like look at the base of the statue, and you can see some things like a little seam. You kind of give it a push, and it's kind of counterbalanced, and and there's like a little ladder that leads down.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Okay, I really hope that doesn't end up somewhere where we're going to regret. That too. You're in the sewers. I regret
I
this.
was gonna say, me too, Grace. Me too.
You've been walking for a little bit. And it's just, for the record, I regret this.
We could be in a much worse place. Think about that.
Yeah, I can still regret that we had to do this.
Fair enough.
All right, Artemis.
Yes.
You thankfully it was not hard to find Apollo, and you just kind of let the look, just look which direction your shadow is pointing and go the opposite direction. And you see him out there talking, and how does Regalia look? It's been a lengthy bit of time here.
Yeah.
How are you? What's your body language kind of showing?
Regalia is stiff. Regalia is
Stiff.
trying to seem like engaged. There's like a nodding of it. He's not really looking at Apollo, but there's like a nodding, and there's this sort of like sort of extremely fake smile, just sort of with nods, like.
So that's what you see. Outside of the door to Athena's temple, you see Apollo talking the ears off Regalia as Regalia tries to feign interest. What do you do? Did you hear me?
And
Huh?
to think it probably
I was.
Zoning,
probably
sorry,
started
zoning.
with Regalia actually being like, "Oh yeah, sure," and maybe some responses and stuff. And as it went on, he's like, "This isn't going to stop, is it? This is good for my purposes, but
But at what cost?"
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were
This is
still
every
talking
conversation
to
No,
Rad.
that was me
Oof.
saying.
Okay.
You see Apollo talking the ears off Regalia as he tries to as he struggles to continue feigning interest. Apollo has not yet noticed this.
Of course he did. He's dense.
He's so self-absorbed.
He's a Karen.
I sent you that,
I know you did!
little brat.
Anyway, so I just sit there, just facepalm for a second, like, oh god, I can't believe I'm related to this numbskull. Why do I have to biologically be related to him?
And metaphysically related to him right
And
now.
metaphysically. Like, why couldn't he have been adopted?
Why couldn't I have been adopted?
Womp womp.
Yeah. See, that's the secret there, though. You got to accentuate the left dorsal muscle while you're holding the lyre, and that is the key to the proper wooing of a fair maiden. You know, you are a really good listener.
Actually, if he starts talking about like seduction techniques, there might be just a little bit of paying attention. If it's
How
not
about the
just telling
wooing
him
of
about
men?
its day. Right until he
Really
realizes
wish
it's
Aspen
bullcrap.
was there.
Right until he
God.
realizes it's bullcrap.
Oh, and
Don't try to plot.
So,
Don't try to.
as
Don't
she's
try to
listening
tempt
to the
Regalia
end
with
of this
knowledge.
conversation, she just ends with, Regalia, dear, if you want to know about seduction techniques, I will give you seduction techniques. His seduction has never worked on anyone that he didn't basically create.
excuse me. I don't recall you being invited here, sister.
Also, the Virgin Goddess
we need to
given
be invited
some
now?
seduction techniques.
She was a whore in her human life. Not literally, but a little bit of a man whore.
Apollo, or who are we talking about now? I'm confused.
Not a man whore. Artemis was a little bit of a whore.
Both of them.
Theo was.
Both of them were.
Oh, he wasn't. He was good. Theo was.
No.
God.
They both were, except Spiros wasn't until he became Apollo, and Artemis was when she was Thea.
Yeah.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, anyways, but yeah, she does. Yeah, sure, great anyways, you don't want to listen to her for seduction. She is known as the Virgin Goddess, after all.
Huh. Just because I gave it up doesn't mean I still don't remember it.
You
Womp
kind
womp.
Anyway, Artemis, I've been here occupying his time with him talking to me.
Wait. Are you trying to distract me for some reason?
God!
I've been keeping you company.
God!
I'm gonna actually have you provoke someone again to buy that one.
I mean, it's true, right?
I know, but it's like it's more about how he reacts. Like, it's just like I feel like I don't know which way he's gonna actually react. That's why I just let the dice decide.
12.
Oh, okay.
God.
You know, you're. Doesn't he actually wait? Who has influence over?
I already have influence over him.
Yes, you do. You know what? It still works. Like he doesn't fully acknowledge you, but like he still kind of like. You know what? Thank you for validating me with listening. That means a lot. Okay, maybe not all of your mortals are dumb idiot people who I don't know where I'm going with that.
I have to do with the fact that he's not mortal.
Mortal? I'm mortal.
You're not mortal.
No, I have a lifespan. That's mortal.
Oh.
How long
Yeah,
is your
that's kinda the
lifespan?
definition of mortal.
How long is your lifespan?
Just normal amount of lifespan. 350, 400 years.
I'm still mortal. He is just a long-lived no mortal.
God. Oh.
Okay, I just... You know what? Hey. Just, you know what? When you die, I'm probably gonna make a great tree out of you. You're cool.
Furrowed brow. Uh-oh. Rad makes gag about long lifespan, because sometimes wizards just live a long ass time, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That means it's canon, isn't it?
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Too late.
Dang it.
I mean, to be fair, probably there's a good chance that, wizards and such obviously don't always live that long because there are things out there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's dragons.
Dragons that eat 1d4 adventurers per round.
Oh my goodness.
That is a paraphrase of actually I call it the Cthulhu rule. That's how much. That's what damage that Cthulhu does is 1d4 investigators per round.
I believe that.
So anyway, Thea is, because, they had the earlier thing of, like, what are you doing here? Little brother, I don't think that I need permission to be here.
Clearly, you're bothering me about something.
Oh, and I need permission for that?
Aren't you
Oh
grounded?
boy.
Aren't you grounded?
Says who?
Dad, Zeus.
King of the gods. Maybe you heard of him?
That's canon. That's canon. That's canon.
God.
Yes.
God, you've seen that movie too many times.
That's from the movie?
Yeah, it's from Hercules.
Okay. Sure.
Everything's from Hercules.
Everything.
Even that.
Always Hercules.
So yes. Hey, despite what our uncle says, it's a great movie.
Oh. We're not even in it, Nimrod.
Yes, because I must be that egotistical that
You
I have
are that egotistical.
No, I'm not. I can enjoy a movie that is about our family history that I am not personally represented in, and it has some good jokes. And hey, Uncle Hades should be grateful about that. Like, he got James Wood to play him.
Okay. Out of context, though, Apollo does show up in Hercules.
Yeah, he does.
Apollo hasn't seen the animated
For like
series.
a few seconds.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Artemis does not though. Except for in the cartoon.
Anywho.
She is in the cartoon.
Yes.
Whatever. Just saying.
Look, is there something you want here, or are you just so in the dark without my light?
Dude, rude.
Wow.
Hey, I mean, it's science. The moon doesn't have any light of its own. It just reflects the sun.
Rude.
Hey, I call him like I'm seeing him.
Okay, I know that I am supposedly grounded.
Yeah.
But, I mean, really, when has that stopped us in the past?
Okay, you got a point.
Besides, I know for a fact that Dio would love to see me.
Give the GM some context for your elaborate backstory that you've been building up behind my back.
Ari, should we include you in that RP so you can read it?
I feel like that might be prudent because considering I have to plan these things.
Briefest of brief backstories. The person who has Dionysus' totems, his name is Anders, and he also used to date Thea.
So like Dio is in Dionysus. Kind of
That's what she.
Okay.
That's what she always calls him. That's because she's called him that a couple different times. She always recalls him Dio.
Okay.
For short.
That's fine.
Not the Rockstar Dio.
No.
Or the Vampire Dio.
I was just
like D-I-O.
I was like, someone's gonna make that. Someone's gonna go with JoJo on that. But yes. Okay. Can you give me the line here? What you said?
Besides, I know for a fact that Dio would love to see me.
I don't know. Been seeming like a bit of a party pooper as of late. God, I just realized that if you've seen What If, that would have been really funny.
Yeah. He's basically just Party Thor.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's same energy.
He's literally, they are Party Thor and Captain Marvel. Like,
yes.
that is them. Maybe I want to just go have some fun.
I thought you just wanted to rage and turn people into stags.
No, I just want to turn you into a stag.
Look, I'm already a stud.
Hey.
You were so much better when you were mortal.
As if.
Hey, when you were mortal, you actually got the girl.
I can get any
Almost.
girl I want. Why should I pine over some one that I don't care about? That pause is in character, FYI.
Oh, I know. So, Thea's kind of at the point where she's just like, she's so sick of she is going to punch him.
Okay. What are you doing? Like, what's your intent here?
Just mostly to get him to shut up.
Okay. Like, I'm just trying to see if you want a specific reaction out of him, or like, because I don't feel like
probably some form of surprise.
I just wasn't sure if you wanted him to. Yeah, you just punch him. It's like he doesn't flinch. Like neither, like that's great. Uncommon, but it's like
we're gods. It doesn't.
It's like how like even with the D effect, God be God. It's still like a. Why'd you punch me?
Because you're an asshole.
Takes one to know one. Let's cut away from this mature moment here. Because I feel like we've been like going a little longer. It's not necessarily going anywhere at the moment.
It will soon.
But let's kind of give the Blackbird. Could I get a Unleash Your Powers roll, or maybe if you want to spend a Doom sign to do something else?
I can do Unleash My Powers. I have about 4 in my stat, so.
You have 4.
I'm angry and
well,
I have 3.
What was that playbook for that move?
That was God, I think it was
it from the ball? Thin and thick skinned. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll them dice. For once, succeed.
Yes. All right. Roll. Of course, I roll a 1 and a 2. So 7.
Well, it's still a hit. It's still a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Either mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Yeah, I'm going to marking condition. I think everyone's mad at my teleports enough already. Gonna get that extra.
Yeah, and if you make it the wrong area, we're probably gonna stop trusting your teleports.
I don't think your teleports are to be trusted anyways.
Alright,
No,
so
I teleported you exactly where I wanted you.
away!
Away, yeah, to a train.
Look,
Oh,
semantics.
So what condition are you marking?
I am going to mark. Let's see here.
Like I could see insecure because you're like feeling the pressure to not mess this up.
Yeah, definitely. I think insecure.
So, alright. Yeah, so as you kind of just like, after a brief jaunt through hell, you bamf into, you're in the middle of a field as you see a procession of cars winding up to a, what looks like an abandoned compound, like a warehouse type building.
Well, this is it.
So I imagine that we obviously see the do we see the vehicles or?
Yeah. I just said you see them. It's like kind of on a hill. It's kind of like in a more secluded area where there's just like a kind of a winding road up to a hill.
Oh boy, is there a spooky mansion at the top of the hill?
No, it's like a an old factory kind of place kind of thing. Actually, you know what? No, let's say this. Let's say it is a mansion. It's an old abandoned mansion. Where you have to, well, unfortunately though, to enter though, you have to find 3 amulets. One of a wolf, one of a crab, and one of a heron, and insert them into appropriate receptacles in the front door.
Is Jackie Chan Adventures?
No, that's making a Resident Evil joke.
Okay.
Hey, man. That was R.E.
I knew you were making a reference there.
As soon as he said wolf, I'm like, that's Resident Evil.
Or, I'll just burn my way in.
Apollo! Or not Apollo. Inferno would do it.
So yeah, we just kind of got it. I just realized no, I'm not going to go. I have to finish. Alright, we have to finish their thing just so we can get timeline synced up because I was like, are these guys actually lurking in and doing their own thing getting in, or are they off doing their own thing? What are they doing? So, sorry if you guys are getting a little less spotlight right now. I just gotta get them caught up. I realized the timelines didn't line up, so yes, Regalia, they are arguing. Okay, so you eventually get to the point where I'm gonna just have you roll to provoke Apollo to get you what you want and try to get you into this
Yes.
party.
Let me roll. Roll.
Plus superior.
Okay. There's superior. Come on. Roll. Come on. Alright, I'm not 100% sure how to do this with all of this new crap.
I can just hand you 2 d6s.
No, I can do it. There we go. What's the second? There we go. Now I can roll. 8.
Alright, so on a 79 they can instead choose to stumble, err, or overreact, or they can still do what you want. Okay, they err.
Yeah, you were mumbling.
No, I didn't need to, because this is about me making a choice, not necessarily about you.
Oh, okay.
So, instead of doing what you want, she's going to kind of giving you what you want. but you're gonna gain a critical opportunity here. So
Okay.
he's like, "Look, sorry, like, can't go to the whole festivities. Like, technically, I mean, the whole party is just actually an after party, okay?
Okay.
So maybe if you're on your behavior, I can let you know where that whole thing's being done at, and you can kind of just gate crash there, all right?
Sure.
But it's going to only be after everything, all the stuff we're doing that tonight is done, all right?
And what exactly are you doing tonight?
Sorry. Hey, if Dad didn't tell you, I am not good about doing
Come on, Spiros. I'm a god too.
Yeah. Are you actually? No. He says, "Are you sure?"
I deserve this as much as you do.
Look, you're gonna reap the benefits all the same. Don't worry about it. All right. Now, if you don't
What
mind,
benefits?
you'll find out soon enough. Now, if you don't mind, I have to talk to Athena about this whole about what she's planning on wearing tonight, so we can coordinate. She kind of swings the door open. Hey, Athena, where
Well,
are you?
Come on.
And is Aspen still at the
No,
temple?
they left.
No,
Oh, they
we
left. Okay.
left. We
Look.
found ourselves this secret little tunnel, and we're in the sewers.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how are we doing?
Miserable. But
Thanks.
you know, it's comic book sewers though, so eventually
Are we jumping to another scene, or are we continuing on this one?
we're continuing with this one because I
Okay.
feel like you guys are going to end up coming out nearby where they are at.
Sure.
Basically, we're just going to say it's around sunset on their scene, so it's getting closer and closer to that. But someone just needs to knock out Apollo so we can actually get to that point.
I think you got stood up.
You can only get stood up if they're expecting you. She just was out at the time.
You sure maybe that she isn't maybe deciding to go with another date?
I don't think she's got another day.
What?
I mean,
The way that was said.
He was just mimicking your tone.
yep.
Didn't think it was that funny, but okay.
Sorry.
Are you okay there?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't know. Maybe she's going with
I
Aries.
think she's been killed.
Look,
I'm sorry,
no
guys,
one's
I'm gonna
going
have
with
to
Aries.
declare she's
Aries-
dead from laughter.
No one's going with Aries except for Aphrodite.
Oh, okay.
Trust me. It's like the world's worst kept secret. God, if only Hephaestus was actually around, there would have been a lot of, like, drama tonight.
You mean the
Yeah, we
drama
get it. You have a thing
past
for bad
Zeus and
boys.
Hera?
That isn't drama, that's family. I didn't hear what you said, Doug.
I said, yeah, we get it. You have a thing for bad boys.
Anyways, she's not here. I don't know where she is. We'll meet up tonight, anyways. So, have fun with your little mortal toys and regalia here.
He's pretty cool.
He just kind of gives you the thumbs up and just kind of walks off.
Yeah.
So there's a beat panel where after he walks off with just Artemis and Regalia standing side by side before someone talks. I just want to say there's just this awkward silence after that thing, and just before any of you get to say anything to each other. So who's the first one to speak after that?
Well, I definitely heard Aspen inside earlier.
So Orgalia.
Hmm.
It
All
is a
business,
ver-
business. Once he's out of
Yeah.
once he's out of earshot.
Well, we better figure out where they went and follow them, since obviously
We'd better figure out where Apollo is going to go. Whatever that totem thing that's going to happen is going to happen before the after party. But that's probably what the note's about.
probably. You think they're headed over there? I mean, they are expecting Athena there.
Yes. They said that there was whatever it was. You were told midnight as the time that when it was actually going to go down. So that was the time given to you.
Should have
I'm
checked
like,
with
well,
Apollo when the after party was.
He said he was going to get you for the after party.
I know. I should have checked with him on when exactly it was.
Right. I'm like, all right, so we return to the map, I guess. You have it, right?
Yeah.
Let's
Do I have it?
let's look at this.
So you gotta
Did you discard it in some way? Regalia gave it to you as
Okay, yes,
was
she has
important.
it. It was more me trying
Yes.
to remember if she's the one that got it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. He gave the note to you as was intended. You called Archangel. We spoke with Archangel. You looked at the note. So once more, returning to the note, trying to figure out where it is.
So you kind of look at it.
This is. I have to take this call. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We're gonna jump over to. That was actually I was gonna have that note be kind of the segue to you guys being there.
Yeah.
While in the sewers with Grace, Aspen.
Yeah.
So you are kind of like this is walking around. There's like you kind of have some. You're running some things. Your GPS thing. You're just trying to figure out. Like this is not like a normal section of it that you've been through before, because you're a superhero. You've been through the sewers before.
Sure. I'm sure she's been through the sewers a lot.
Yeah, but you keep noticing there's like little markings, like kind of pointing you to trying to point you to an egress point. So you've been kind of following it, but you've been, been trying to check stuff. Eventually, you manage to reconnect to your tablet, and it's like. Which you had left running back in Forge's vehicle at the base.
Oh yeah, totally forgot about that.
Yep, and it's kind of like you kind of download the coordinates, and it's like you kind of the map kind of zooms in, and you're like looking at that and like, wait, this looks familiar, and you're just kind of like, it looks very similar to the map you just saw earlier. That actually no, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
But notably, the way it looks. Okay, let's do it differently. The way you guys are heading seems to be approaching this location on the map.
Interesting.
Let's do it that angle. I forgot. Yeah, I don't think you guys sent a picture to her or anything with the map. You discussed the map, but
yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
It was brought up, but she didn't get any sort of reference image.
That's fine. Yeah.
I guess I'll kind of show the map to Grace and point out, is this somewhere safe for you to go, or is there going to be a bunch of gods there?
And she's like, I didn't see I show you the thing I sent her?
She called me over the phone, but she didn't. She said there was a note, but she didn't send me anything.
Yeah, that's the place where it's all going down.
Oh. So no, we don't want to go there.
Wait, then.
Wait.
Why do you know about that?
I was doing some hacking through my dad's system. This is the last. What was Dad doing here?
Wait. Mr. Agni?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out why he's in jail and why he won't tell me what. Long complicated story. But I think he's been wrongly accused, except he won't tell me anything. So I've been hacking all of his systems and his files to figure out where he was that night or what's been going on. But now I feel like I'm more confused than I was before.
Yeah. Family, right?
Right?
Daddy issues.
Anyway, we should really try and get out of this sewer and see if we can get somewhere and figure out how to get rid of that totem.
Well, I mean, so he's like, so is that's looking at your map? So
Sorry
like,
about that.
That's us on right now, right?
Sorry about that.
And yeah,
Here.
no, I heard you. I was about to transition over to Aspen anyways. So,
Oh, okay.
so it was actually pretty well timed. So just kind of looking at and we've been heading because it's kind of tracing your trails because you've been kind of tracking where you've been going, so you don't end up completely lost. So it looks. If you call me crazy, but I feel like that's heading right towards there, right?
Seems to be.
I think if that's if that's the route this train's on, I want to get off.
It doesn't look like there's any other way for us to go, though.
Can't you make like giant lasers or anything?
You want me to blast our way out of these sewers?
Well, I would prefer massive property damage over the very death of my identity again. So yes.
Hey, it's not like.
Have you heard of methane gas?
Hey. Anyway, hey, it's not like my dad's around to yell at me. I'll help you out.
Oh.
So wait, what is he
I
in
will take
jail
your
for?
suggestion and. What's that?
Wait, speaking of that, what is he in jail for?
Remind me, what's he in jail?
Assault and attempted murder.
Assault and attempted murder.
Who?
I don't actually know.
It's Crimson Cloak.
Crimson Cloak.
Crimson Cloak.
Wait, isn't he your guys' mentor?
He was.
We have a lot to catch
Yeah.
up on. Sorry, I've been a bit preoccupied.
Preoccupied, I know.
I am really.
Don't worry, when we get rid of the Totem of Athena, we'll fill each other in.
Promise.
Promise. First, let's get out of here. And she'll take Grace's advice that instead of a giant laser, it'll be more like a cannon to just blow a hole through
All right. Either
earth and sewer.
So you can either, if you want to use one of your flares, you can charge up, or you can just roll to unleash your powers.
I think I will actually charge.
All right. Roll plus conditions marked.
How many conditions do I have marked right now? 1, right?
1, yep. So roll plus 1. So you can just click on one of your plus 1 stats and be just fine.
I rolled a 9.
All right.
Mark a condition.
On a hit, you get 3 burn, and you also get to mark a condition. What condition are you marking?
I'd mark a guilty, but guilty's already marked.
Yeah. Fun back about the fact that see that's the thing. Like, sure you can keep being guilty, but you can when you clear guilty, you get to mark guilty again.
Guilty again.
Oh boy!
I will mark. I think in this situation, I'm gonna mark hopeless.
Okay. Like, even though you're kind of trying to be positive with her, you're just feeling like the whole weight of this whole situation, and like you thought you had a grasp on like 2 separate things, but now like they're overlapping in ways.
And now it's getting too confusing to handle.
All right, so you have 3 burn now. So what flare are you activating?
I will activate. I'll activate Reality Storm. You channel a destructive burst with your power. Spend 1 burn to directly engage a threat.
That's really not what you're doing.
You can't really use that now.
Ah.
Never mind.
All right, we'll keep the results same as before. We'll just switch the move to unleash your powers because just have you 7/9 mark a condition like you would have done. That was one of the options. So
Hey, Willer.
you just do it.
Okay.
So it's fine. The net result is fine because you just didn't have the right flair for it. You just.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple. Yeah, we'll just go with it.
Yeah, because unless you have another one, you either do.
I could use constructs. Spend 1 burn to create any object with your powers, up to the size of a person. Not that, and it doesn't necessarily need to be real big.
Yeah.
Be mortar shell.
Yep. Yeah, you just kind of blast up, and it's like you just kind of, Either way, I don't think the scene's gonna last long enough for you to spend extra burn, anyways. So
yeah,
it's the same
fine.
result. So you just kind of blast through, and like you kind of help lift each other out through the hole, and you're kind of you look around, and you're like, and you find yourself like you kind of look around, and then you see, wait, that silhouette is very pink. And you see a couple of people kind of like standing, and you see the couple, like three figures, one colored orange, one colored black, and one colored pink. Standing in front of them, some bushes, a bunch of cars leading up to a mansion, an old dilapidated mansion on top of a hill.
Fun. Huh. I think I know who the orange blob is.
Yes, cut back to how do you guys try to find the location on the map? Like, how do you arrive? How does Regalia and Artemis arrive?
To be honest, Archangel's probably the person that would have been good at figuring out where the map leads.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Figured out my own map.
Regalia's idea is use context clues and go to the library.
Yeah, I figure, like, I'm not worried about you guys deciphering the map. It's a map, like, that's not the important part.
Okay. Then,
Like,
yeah.
It's more of asking, like, does Artemis steal the moon chariot or something to?
Yeah, I'll say she steals the moon chariot.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you guys gotta get there. Do you guys have any do you guys try to talk about it at all on the chariot ride to the location?
I kind of assumed the original that the original part of it is that we're not saying anything at all to start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You know what he might say. He might wait there. And he's like, so Apollo or what was his name? Kiros?
Spiros.
No.
That's
In
it.
character.
In character.
I've heard
Sorry.
it like once.
Sorry.
Kiros?
Oh, Spiros.
I'm like, well, he's been taken over by this totem, right? That's what's been going on.
Yep, that would be him.
What was his relationship with the Archangel? Because he seemed a little distraught.
Ooh. Complicated is the best way to put it. I'd say very, very complicated.
Right, but things are bad now because he's being taken over by this sort of mind-altering magical force.
Yeah.
It doesn't really seek coexistence so much as it seeks domination.
Yep, pretty much. Ugh. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And you've been dealing with that?
yeah. I mean, I've got more control than he does, but sometimes I lose that control.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every day I'm losing more and more of myself.
Do I want to go full drama or want to be understanding on it? Galia tries really hard to be reasonable, but he's angry, and it's the moment, and it's
You know what? If you do that, you can probably that would probably be break or hurt something
I would
important.
probably do
Drama.
that. I'm like, so it didn't have much to do with deciding to throw me out on the street without saying anything. Was that wasn't the totem?
No, that was the totem.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely the totem.
Because I didn't have anywhere to live. I don't know many people here, and I had nowhere to live.
Yeah, I mean, she is a god. And, she doesn't care about other people. They're all just stepping stones to her.
Well, then I look forward to you doing your best to not treat people that way.
I'm trying.
I was gonna add, like, it'd be nice if the not god could have invited me back, but okay.
I mean, he doesn't need to be invited back. He's looking literally for an apology. He's like fishing for it. It's like, no, I'm
Well,
not.
she's
Whatever.
leading into it. She's getting there.
Okay.
Look.
Okay, actually, before I feel like you. Sorry, no, you triggered a move. You triggered your.
Please let her continue.
Okay. You know, it's fine. Just
Give us a second.
Give us a second to have a moment. We're having a good scene.
I know.
Look. I'm sorry. Just everything that she did, everything that happened at that concert, that wasn't me. Everything that happened there, everything that happened before that was not me. And I am losing a bit of myself every single day, and it is so hard to just keep this part of me.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you now.
So let's go into a god. Let's go in. Well, let me.
Okay.
finish my character thing.
We'll let you finish your character thing.
Well, let's go. Let's see if we can't go into a god party and smash up some plans to make that worse.
Sounds good.
So when you share
Okay.
a vulnerability or weakness with someone, tell them a secret about your mentor, including your feelings towards them. I feel like you did that. I feel like that was actually what you did there with every day you're losing a bit more of you kind of thing. I feel like that was it.
Oh, okay. You were interrupting for the move, and it's just like, hold on a second.
Give them influence over you and add one team to the pool. So we're adding a team, and let's see. Regalia still has influence, so in this moment, how does Regalia shift the labels of Artemis?
I didn't have listed that Regalia has influence over me.
I don't have a good list of who I have influence over.
It was the end of I think it was the last end of session that you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't have a good list of this, unfortunately. I do not write it down very well, and this.
Okay.
And to be honest, this character sheet is not super good at it. Like at the bottom, it says something, but influence. Yeah, it just has influence, but it doesn't have like influence by or influence. It's like anyway. That's fine. It's fine. Oh goodness. It's definitely gonna be something that seems good. I don't know if putting your superior down is beneficial in any way, though.
No, it's more about the narrative beats here.
If it's about the narrative beat, then it's something like superior down, and then either mundane or savior up.
Okay.
Are you maxed out on any of those, so I can
let me
pick one?
check.
Or
Nope. She's actually minned out on Savior. I feel like Savior,
Okay.
based on what the moves does, is feeling right in this context.
yeah. We're looking to save the people
one
here.
down for superior, right?
Yep.
One up for savior.
So my superior is now at 0.
Ooh, weird.
It was at +1, but now it's at
Right.
now Savior is at -1. So, and as you're kind of flying over, you look down, you see a oh no. You look down and you see suddenly you're kind of flying through, and suddenly there is a cannonball rocketing through the air.
What the fuck?
Kind of setting the chariot kind of on a crash course.
What the fuck?
Wait, did I
It's
accidentally hit
purple.
Apollo?
It's a purple cannonball.
Aspen!
That has just made my day.
And suddenly your chariot is going down.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
What do you do? What do you two do?
So is there anything near me, like rocks or a ledge or a mountain or something?
There's a forest below you.
There's a forest below me. Okay. So I'm gonna find like the tallest tree I can, and I'm gonna shoot my arrow towards it and kind of use it as like a
Like you try to spirals out into like a vine. So are you trying
yeah.
to? So are you just trying to save yourself, or are you trying to like?
I'm trying to
Parse
save
it-
us both.
Okay, so roll plus savior as you defend someone. As you just
Unfortunately, minus one is still not super good.
Sorry, I just realized like I was looking for. Okay, how do I get these people down? I'm like, oh yeah, you fired a cannon up to the ground.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean it.
13.
How?
6. I rolled a 6 and a 5, and I have +2 savior.
I have -1.
Did I click the wrong thing?
You have +2 danger.
I must have clicked danger.
Because you have
I'll
-1.
reroll. I'll reroll.
No, we can keep the same roll.
No. We keep the rolls.
Oh.
Yeah.
We just,
Keep the roll, change the
You
number.
s-
Change
you
the
succeed,
modifier.
Yeah.
you
Okay,
So
what
succeed.
did I say my numbers were?
you've said you rolled a 6 and a 5, and so that's 11. -1 is 10.
Okay.
You saved the hell out of us.
Yeah,
So
you did.
for an NPC threat, which I'm considering this in because you did not try to shoot them out of the air.
Sorry.
You keep them safe and choose one, and you don't get the 7 to 9 effect, which is good because that's bad things. Add team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Take influence over someone you protect.
Well, that's good.
I only have one condition left, so.
Yep, now this is officially marked the time where you both have influence once again over each other.
And I
Yay.
don't have influence over anybody, so I'm like, it's time.
Oh no, you have influence over. I think you actually have influence over a bunch
I thought
of
I lost influence over, like, everybody.
people. Blackbird doesn't care.
You had.
Cutie Carbuncle doesn't care, which I think is saying a lot.
But yes, Cutie was very angry with me.
Aspen cares, and that's it. Okay, I guess it was more than.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this better. I'll format the XML smarter next time.
Yep,
So
it's
that
okay,
the
my
links
love.
properly look at both directions instead of you look at yourself. That doesn't mean they show up on the other person. On my little menu thing. So, anyways, so yeah, you do that, and you didn't know yes, we cut back down to Aspen and Grace coming out of a hole. and suddenly you hear and you see the other group ahead, and suddenly all 5 of you hear a whistling sound as you see a moonlight chariot crashing down to the earth.
Oh, Theo's gonna kill me.
Well, I mean, you probably think Apollo is going to kill you if you just see it without any sans context.
Would Archangel be able to tell the difference between the moon and the sun
Yes.
chariot?
Because one is giving
Okay,
off
I'm sorry.
moonlight.
Yes, the moon chariot. My bad.
No, that's okay.
I misinterpreted what
Actually, I
happened
think she'd be cheering like, "Yay, I shot down Apollo!" if it was Apollo.
here.
Unfortunately,
But
though, as you're looking up, is like, oh, Thea's gonna kill me. Grace is starting to grasp her head.
Oh, shit. What to do?
Blackbird looks in Furno and's like, how have we been the most not chaotic of the year?
Like you guys just like
It was bound to happen sooner or later. Everyone else is what's it called? Everyone else is a the other half of the team is all ticking time bombs.
Okay, I like this is like Inferno, Cutie, and Blackbird are like, okay, well, we're gonna sneak in, and suddenly you guys hear a as a cannon gets shot. You turn around, and now there's a chariot crashing down, landing in like the horses and everything land on the ground, burst into flames. They're like silvery flames.
Horses got them. Oh my god.
They're magical horses. They're conjured by the chariot.
I mean, they're fine, but still.
But magical horses not have feelings?
They're constructs.
What was that?
Also, just curious. So, was this happening roughly where in relation to us?
I'm recording here. Right, sorry about that. But yeah, so yeah, you get to see that burning. Yeah, so yes, but yes, great. But more importantly, Grace
viewers.
Grace is starting to grasp her head, and she's like, "Oh no, 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 no."
No.
What do you do?
I don't know. I don't know. First instinct is don't let her change it to Athena. Let's go this way. Just gonna try and go the other way. I have no other ideas. I'm sorry.
I mean, this is open to anyone right now, but it's just like,
I'm not in this scene.
actually, you are. This is the point where everyone got back together. You're
Oh.
the reason why this scene is happening.
Let me finish my page.
Yes,
Oh, never
that's why
mind.
I'm trying to
Okay.
clarify because it's been a bit for us. So I'm
Sorry.
trying to imagine. We were about to follow up on that lead,
Yeah.
only for all of a sudden these guys to come careening in on a chariot. Apparently,
No, that was Regalia and Artemis came in on the chariot.
We're gonna be
Yeah, I called up to the
surreptitious.
ground.
Yeah. We're gonna be surreptitious. Flaming chariot comes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Blackbird doesn't have any context about the whole god thing, so
yeah,
So, well, I'm gonna
it
say
just came in like a wrecking ball.
I'm gonna say away from the chariot. 'Cause the chariot, basically, you have the chariot crash site, you have the hole in the ground, and then you have the teleportation circle
Mm-hmm.
that's burned into the ground through the grass because that's where you guys arrived.
Yeah.
And then there's the manor further along that.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I'm gonna just Archangel. You kind of rush up to the rest of the group. Do you like explain what's going on?
Yeah, briefly. As best I can.
Like, what's the important things that you cover for them? Just
Important things to cover would definitely be who this is.
This is Grace Medusa / Athena. She's we're trying not to be Athena, but anytime she gets near Artemis, Athena comes out and she's not nice.
So we need to get her away from Artemis.
all
Short,
right.
sweet, to the point.
Blackbird's gonna process that and then kind of cast a protection circle kind of thing, like to keep out godly energy.
All right.
Because hell's the opposite of divine energy, so
The anti-divine energy.
All right.
I might actually do a doom for this.
Okay.
Doom.
Cool.
Which doom sign are you calling upon for this?
I think infinite powers.
Yeah, I feel like this. Yeah. So yes, it's like. So this is actually like, you know there is some like, your aunt Josephina was showing you some like protective wards and such that are great at repelling demonic forces and such, but you're like, you know what? I think, so unfortunately though, this you're not trying to block out demonic, you're trying to block out divine forces. So you quickly kind of like reverse it in your head and kind of you kind of
I gotta run the bathroom.
you reverse it and you kind of make it so it kind of works. You corrupt the pattern, and so that, but kind of that corruption kind of is what kind of draws your doom closer.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll
I draw
to
the symbols backwards.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
All right. 11.
Okay. On a hit, you do it. So yeah, you. So yeah, so it's just like. Actually, I'm going to ask you a question here. Do you want to use infinite powers or bolstered? Because you could also use the adult move, wield your powers.
Oh yeah, that actually would probably be better.
Because like I feel like this is kind of something that is still within your kind of your wheelhouse, like ability wise. This isn't something just so completely outside of what you can do normally.
Yeah, all right, let's do bolstered then.
Yeah, so instead you get to use wield your powers. The other thing. On a hit, choose 1. On a 10 plus, choose 2. Take hold of something vulnerable to you, create something useful from your environment, or neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now.
Well, I guess kind of neutralize a threat if Athena's gonna be a threat to us.
Well, it's the threat of Athena appearing. It's like that's the threat you neutralize. And you could also get something extra there though too.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the other two that which one of the other two that I would want? Helps if I open up the book.
Yeah, I'll admit I need to probably make sure that a bookmark.
Today has not been a very rolly session, so let's I guess take hold of something valuable to me.
Vulnerable to you?
I'm not sure what. Yeah.
Okay, well. So, you know what, I'm going to kind of combine the two because I have an idea. I just don't know which one would be better to think about. Is basically by doing it works. It works solidly, and it's like what I'm going to say is you feel like you kind of know that the thing works very well, and so you know you can probably pull it out again one time to lock either, and not as a like prevent someone's totem from taking over, but more specifically, you can probably use this at one point in the future to kind of lock out some full divine power.
Yeah, I can't think of the next time I'll need that, Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Right.
She wasn't able to hear you.
I had run to the bathroom. Sorry, I'm back.
No, I was just making a snide comment because,
So
next time she goes crazy.
So, what was the snide comment so I can respond to it?
Well, it wasn't in. You weren't quite there.
I'm not there yet. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't in character either.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like, kind of like, as you kind of this thing just kind of, and as you kind of like, gone. What happened? Why do I feel
I made a protective barrier around you that blocks out divine energy.
Is that why I feel like shit?
Actually,
Demonic energy doesn't generally feel good, but
Oh, okay.
So, just to clarify, who is this non-PC character who was with us apparently?
She's kind of like got like her hair is like in kind of like a like dread style, though it was starting to
She has dreadlocks.
yeah, but it was starting to turn blonde as before the barrier went up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But she got a pair of sunglasses over her and kind of like and she's got
Oh,
so like
it's that character.
yeah, it's
Like at a
Medusa.
meta level, okay, I'm aware
It's
of who it is,
Medusa.
but this is
Yeah.
the first time I think most of us have met this
Yeah.
character.
yeah. But Archangel's gonna turn to Blackbird with a it trying to figure out how to describe how she says it. So kind of she's saying thank you while she's letting off a heavy sigh, I guess.
And meanwhile, Artemis and Regalia approach, not knowing what's going on.
Oh, I'm dead.
What does when you see Grace? What does Artemis think in that immense moment?
Well, I think she's a little freaked out that maybe her divine powers are gone because
Well,
she's Grace right now.
Well-
Oh wait, I know what's going on, right?
you don't know. Well, you don't know what's going on.
Well, yeah, I'm a little freaked out for a second.
Well, I was gonna say, are you freaked out because you think your divine powers are gone, or are you freaked out because oh crap, she's there, Athena's about to come out?
I think it's a mix of both, kind of. Like,
So yeah, there's kind of like you just kind of like
I think it's this mix of like freaked out. Like, I think the biggest part is gonna be the divine powers, where it's like she's freaked out, but she's also kind of relieved.
yeah. So I feel like you kind of have this complex emotions, and you just kind of stop dead thing, like Regalia actually walks a few paces ahead of you, kind of thing, before realizing that you completely stopped.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like sitting there, like just kind of staring at like my hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the basic like.
You still like as you look at them, you still feel that.
I still feel it, and there's also certain things with my skin tone that is equivalent to my skin tone is the color that it is because of my powers.
Yeah.
Because my skin is like green.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And that is not natural.
But Oak Express is.
Yes.
We're not sponsored by anything. We're not giving them any words until they give us money.
Wait, what did he say? Expresses?
Sorry, I'm just making a bad joke.
But yeah, so there's a kind of a moment where like you and Grace kind of like lock eyes and like didn't think this could happen, but hi Thea.
Grace.
For the moment.
How?
She kind of
Like
looks over
Blackbird.
at Blackbird and is like, how?
demonic magic. You know,
That's not sustainable.
Magic.
No.
You know what? When we finally got out of the sewer we were crawling through, she was ready to turn back into Athena. So whatever it is right now, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Athena, remember or not Athena? Sorry, Artemis. Remember how your magic doesn't quite work on me?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. I can block out divine magic with my spells.
Okay.
Both kind of lands on your shoulder. He's not gonna like this. Whispered in your ear. And it's that he that's kind of like an implied capital kind of he.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I know who Quoth is talking about, but well, he can deal with it. Anyway, we should probably worry about the people inside that building because While our group was gonna stealthily try to figure a way in, you guys came in like wrecking balls.
Hey,
And
I had
also,
no idea you guys were here. Excuse me for being trapped in a sewer.
Wow.
What were you guys even doing down there? I mean, I'm glad to see you guys here. That way we're all together, but, like, where'd you come from? What are you guys doing here?
Well, technically, I came from Athena's temple. We had to find a secret exit so that she wouldn't turn into Athena, because Apollo was trying to walk his way in. So we found one that led to the sewers, but the only way it went was towards that, I guess it is. She points to the mansion. But I guess something with the gods is supposed to be happening there tonight.
Yeah, at
She kind of
midnight.
glances to.
It's at the. Did we say it was the equinox or the solstice?
I think we said solstice.
Solstice.
Summer solstice.
Solstinox.
Yeah, the summer,
No.
the summer solstice.
Summer solstice.
Obvious.
What is the Solstinox?
No. Okay.
That sounds like a Zelda enemy.
Summer solstice?
No, the Solstinox.
Oh.
You
Anyway.
know, I'm not saying you're wrong.
And actually, the map that Grace ended up drawing for Regalia and Archangel, or too many A's, Artemis.
I drew it for
Pop-
Thea. He was the only person I could. He was the messenger.
Anyway, that same map popped up on Dad's car.
The location on the map was the same that he had disappeared to on the night that the supposed attempted murder happened.
Yeah, that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can I see
What?
this map?
Wait, it's the same. It's the same. What is
Well, Aspen will bring up the map on her wrist piece and enlarge it for everyone to see.
It's a hologram. You got a
But-
projector. It projects.
It's a hologram, yeah.
What does my family have to do with your dad?
Not the slightest. Yeah, I'm
Why
sorry.
would he be there?
I have a guess typed out that my character wouldn't think up.
Well, I can definitely try to find out.
Could have something to do. Yeah.
Fortunately,
with
if I-
all
if I
those
give it to-
cars, cars with the mark from the crime family.
Crime family.
Yeah, we came here on a lead that was a bunch of cars with the symbol of this crime family that lives down in a named neighborhood here.
This is kind of more on the outskirts kind of thing.
So,
The Reeves
this
family.
sounds crazy.
We're gonna call it the Reeves family.
Yeah. This sounds crazy. But could your dad be a totem?
No.
Yeah.
No way.
What are
Absolutely.
these
Well,
totems?
if we're talking about totemic things, isn't Vulcan the god of the forge?
I mean, it could be.
Actually, you bring that up, and
Anybody.
my brain went to oh heck, what if he's Zeus?
That's no. Oh no, that's not what I
I
thought.
was gonna say Hephaestus.
Yeah,
You know,
Hephaestus
God of
would be
the
the.
forge.
Oh, is that the right one? Oh yeah, I used the wrong. I used the wrong one.
You
Yes,
Yeah.
were correct with Vulcan too, but that's
I was correct.
Roman
That's the Roman. That's the Roman
It's
version
the
of
Roman,
it.
Yeah.
My
not
bad.
the Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
And it was.
the
It actually
totems are
was said.
they can be any region. But the thing is that this is just for the Greek totems. So
And it was, and I will
Sure.
say this: it was said earlier this episode that Apollo did mention that Hephaestus has not been is not around right now.
who?
Right.
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus?
I
Yeah.
actually thought that. I actually thought this like
AKA
really early on. Like we have no
Hephaestus?
answer there. I'm like,
The
oh,
god of
is
the
he
forge.
Hephaestus?
Oh, right, the god of the
God of the
forge.
forge?
Oh, yeah,
The one who's
Yeah,
actually supposed to be
forge.
married to Aphrodite.
the Greek god of the forge, right?
Yeah, but right now
Right,
he's
right,
not
right.
around, so Ares and Aphrodite are still having their flings.
Thanks.
So just pointing out that.
Thanks.
Is it real or is it just a red herring?
Oh, God.
I'm really concerned that it's real.
I'm really concerned that it's real, too, and I just don't know.
Part of me hopes it is. Part of me hopes
Yes!
it isn't.
Please.
But
This is literally the guess. I had been like, I have a guess that I haven't typed yet. That was the guess.
That was the
Uh-huh.
guess. That he's Hephaestus.
well, I guess the only way to find out is for us to march our happy little butts up there.
So,
Dad did say
Mhm.
Hephaestus has been missing for a while.
I mean,
There
he's
hasn't been a totem for Hephaestus yet.
I mean,
That
he's
we
disappeared
know.
in. I mean, Forge is in jail though.
Yeah. What are these totems?
I mean, though,
Thanks.
if Hephaestus finds them.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
metaphysical. They're
Infernal
metaphysical
essence.
constructs
Okay,
of
sorry, my
stories
brain
and
was
god.
on
They're
a-
metaphysical constructs of stories and godhood, given metaphysical which
manifest.
metaphysicality manifest inside of human forms to confer the properties of the god. Anyway,
In other words,
Sim-
I'm not as much of a
simple
bitch as
terms.
I've been acting like.
Yeah.
Simple terms, totems are basically mythologies made real.
I had a mass talking about how there's some, the totems are hiding something.
well, they're about to
Wait.
do s-
You had a mask,
Yeah.
Oh, I am loving tonight.
and you didn't tell me?
I am loving how everyone's just like, wait, you knew this? You knew this? Like, I'm loving this.
the masks could be related to the tomes.
That means the mask maker would be holding a totem.
I mean, not necessarily. The mask maker could be aware of the totems and have a method of manipulating them.
True, but there's not a lot of people who know of these totems.
Things are
At least
so much.
those, at least outside of totem holders.
Yeah. He
Things
wants.
were so much easier when I was just killing demons.
What if the mask
Thanks,
maker is pretty high up in the totem rank?
You
You
mean
know,
It
you know,
could
if the
be
mask maker
Dad.
was
I doubt it. Your dad's not that smart.
Maybe it's Uncle Hades.
was there anything else? Was there anything else he said? Was there anything else the
Yeah.
mask maker said to you?
He wants to take powers and away and give it to people he considers worthwhile.
Watch the mask maker be Poseidon.
Wait, so he wants to. Are you saying that the mask maker is trying to make his own heroes?
Yeah.
But about half the masks we found have been villainous.
Have they?
Well, actually, more than half if we count every blank mask as a different mask.
That Blank's
Yeah,
a
no,
hero.
Blank's a hero.
Right, but they were villainous.
people
They
using
acted
that
as
mask
villains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being mean.
Yes.
So I guess the people he's giving these hero masks to are not using them the way he'd hoped. Or that's his plan. I don't know.
Or they could just be test runs.
Maybe.
Maybe there are other people with masks running around that we just haven't noticed because there haven't been any problems with them.
And plus, who is he to decide who deserves powers and who doesn't?
I
Yeah?
suppose there's some
Why
attraction
do you
in
think I turned him down?
controlling the universal justice and tilting the scales in the favor that you would like.
Someone with a god complex.
Everyone looks,
Cleans
including
it over at Artemis.
Everyone looks at Artemis.
Yeah.
even Grace is kind of looking at you, kind of like.
Excuse me, you're gonna talk to me about having a god complex, Athena?
Do not bring Athena into this.
Well, she has a
Grace
bigger
has
god
been through enough.
complex than me, so.
So there's people who
I think everybody should calm down. A lot of these, I can't tell how complicit a lot of these the totemic people are, but I think that they've earned at least a little bit of what's the term? Not forgiveness, leniency for these kinds of things.
They're not to be trusted.
Most of them aren't to be trusted. I don't know. I trust.
I'm talking about the people underneath the totems. Every one of them is a victim of the cosmic magical fate.
Yes, we are.
That's true. Well,
Okay,
some of them
okay,
adapt
no,
them
I-
quite nicely.
and I just kind of like, I really feel like this is the point where we have the title drop of the comics. It's like,
That is basically.
Anyone have something that they want to tell you about the team name at this moment?
Yeah.
No.
So we're going to break some fate.
Hey.
Fate breakers, break some fate. That's cheesy.
It is,
That
but
is
it's
cheesy, but-
comic book cheesy though.
Or like,
Oh.
well
Yeah.
then let's break some fate.
Like, I think this is where we're gonna actually end. It's gonna be a shot of you guys kind of doing a team up, and it's like to be continued. And it's just like this is like we're ending on a super high note. Like, all right, we're gonna go through hell, but we're gonna
Okay, I'll have Artemis do it.
yeah.
Do the line of, well, why don't we just do what we do best? We'll break some fate.
And I do feel like there is like there's this big shot, and there's like probably like if someone wants to say like cheesy, like someone wants to call out the line, like Blackbird
Yeah, I
or something.
think that
There's
would be
just a little cut
Blackbird,
in
yeah.
It
corner.
would be.
That would be Blackbird, yeah.
Although to be
No,
fair, I think
Shitbird.
That
every
was
single
cheesy.
one of them would say something about it.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest.
So
Well, I think in Regalia, calling out Fate by name first, he's done his job.
yeah.
I didn't even think of that. It's just the words that came
Oh
out
yeah,
of my mouth.
no. It's like this is feeling like just it was just like when you said it, like, okay, no, this is the note we have to end on. Like this is the end of session here. Like
Okay.
the team's back together. You know, like you guys have been apart for so long, but now like you're together on the page. You know, secrets have been explained, and it's just like now the final dungeon awaits, kind of thing. Who knows what you might find inside?
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to start with the people who I felt got the least scenes on the scene of crime, just to get them out of the way, and then we'll kind of go forward.
So
Cutie
not the Greek trio.
no.
In other words.
So
Not the trio,
Inferno.
the little Greek
trio.
the Greek trio.
I feel like you kind of had like the least amount of attention in this one.
Inferno. Yeah, I was gonna say Inferno definitely.
Yeah. So did you feel like you grew closer to the team, away from the team, or in the image of yourself?
I think I'm gonna pass. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
That seems right here. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cutie, you had the. I feel like you had some nice stuff in the beginning, but you didn't really have much later. Did you grow closer team, away from the team, or an image of yourself?
I imagine this is because I really didn't get much closer. I mean, I was kind of leading our team, but at the same time, I really didn't get a chance outside of maybe giving Blackbird a chance to show he was good. But I feel like this probably fits an image of myself type of day.
Okay. Explain how you see yourself and why, and shift labels.
Well, it's definitely one where I'm like, I was a little off because of I heard about this weird thing with Blackbird, but it really didn't make a major thing off the bat when all of a sudden, like, oh, like, girlfriend left. And apparently, she either did or is doing something stupid, probably. Like,
Fair chance.
this
of that.
isn't even this is a situation where she kind of broke up with me, but I'm also terrified because I don't know if she really broke up with me. So I'm a little conflicted about how exactly my character is feeling right now.
Well, maybe let's say. Well, you talk about a bit about trying to be the lead kind of thing. So that would shift your superior up. And maybe it's superior up, savior down, because you feel like because you feel like maybe you're feeling a little bit like you couldn't help her.
Yeah, I'll take that advice. That feels pretty. Yeah, that feels pretty accurate. So I will shift. Thank you for the suggestion.
Oh yeah, no,
I have no idea.
If you describe story beats, I can usually try to figure out the stats around that kind of thing. So I figure like, okay, yeah, look at that. Let's kind of go from that. So, all right, Blackbird.
Yeah, thank you for the assistance.
Mhm.
You know the questions. I don't need to repeat myself 6 times here.
Yeah. I'm actually don't know right now. I mean, I guess I kind of been trying to move closer with Inferno, but like,
Well,
I don't know if that registered.
if not, I feel like you did have a really clear tone of going to the image of yourself when you told Quoth that, like, when you told about when you were told like he won't be happy with this and it's like let kind of deal with himself. I kind of feel like that was a self-affirmating moment there. If you want to kind of hinge on
Yeah,
that.
I think that would probably work.
I also feel like you did something very selfless for once. You literally used one of your doom trackers in order to protect this individual that you barely met.
Oh, that's exactly what
So
he
that is
did.
definitely a superior up or a savior up type situation. I feel.
Yeah, that probably.
Right, then what would you be shifting down?
I think I'm going to be shifting down mundane.
Okay. Yeah, because like if you're not normal, you could do this with if you were a normal person. But yeah, no, that was very intentional. Like that's like I'm saying. Like I decided I kind of mentally changed some of the narrative about it. That's why I had Quoth say something. Because it's not that you were kind of corrupting something that was good to do it. It was that you were using dark powers for a selfless reason, and that's ticking off your patron.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like your doom growing closer. It's like he's getting irritated with what you're doing.
Yeah, and I don't think I've done anything to prepare myself for the doom. So I think that's one more for the tracker.
I don't know. Let's put this to the group because I feel like on some level, like I mean, there hasn't been terribly much, but I don't know. At the same time, it's like
Also, this
the
was
ending
rather
stuff.
busy
It's the
session. I don't
ending.
think
It's again
we
the
can
same
count.
scene with the like Quoth and the circle and everything. Made me feel like maybe there is you're making some progress there. But like I say, I'll put this up to the
I mean,
group.
I don't really know what making progress towards fighting his demon looks like. The problem is,
I also feel like you shouldn't count his Doom Tracker again when literally marked his own Doom Tracker just to help out somebody, and we didn't really get as much focus.
in a way,
on that.
that's the mechanics though. Is that like you burn yourself out
True.
and then yeah.
It's supposed to be. Can you grow enough to overcome your doom before it comes calling for you? Because like, here's the fun fact: the advance that lets you get out of the doomed playbook, it isn't change playbooks as you escape your doom. It's confront your doom on your own terms. If you survive, change playbooks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a good chance Blackbird might die like fighting his doom, but that's the mechanics of it.
So I actually am going to say you did count to it because the specific wording of the advance you're working towards, confront your doom on your own terms, and I think you're building up to that, right? That like I said, it was that last little scene in your response to Quoth that if it wasn't for that, I would say yeah, no, your doom kind of grows on you, but
Okay, I'll take that.
It's more of like it's the growth of conviction versus the actual explicit action. So, all right, that finishes off the red team. So time for blue team. Regalia.
I mean, it's definitely grew closer to the group, but I already got what's it called? We already got influence for this move. Literally this session, so that's a little redundant. But that's literally what happened.
Yeah, so you can still say it, like, and that was because of the team move. This is a different thing. So.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so it's definitely grow closer to the team, and it's Artemis.
Yep, Artemis gets to shift Regalia's labels.
Oh, okay. It goes the other way around. Okay, that's fine.
Let me see.
Yeah, basically,
I have a lot of extreme labels right now. So
yeah, I need to look at your labels a second.
Wait, you can look at my labels?
I can.
I didn't know that.
I can. Yes, I have.
Yeah,
the power.
Easier if I could.
You can do it from roll.
You can do it from roll. I'm gonna go. Savior up.
Okay.
And freak down.
All right.
I can see that. Like he is being the hero, but like
Well, not only is he being the hero, he's being the one to actually listen to me and be in like an understanding position, which is kind of like
In a way, Medusa primed him for this by
Yes.
being somebody who was not antagonistic that he had to understand in this way.
yes.
Yeah. Also, I also see the shifting freak down is because ultimately, like, yeah, you're not that weird. Look at my family and forcibly adoptive family.
Yeah. Well, freak is all
I
about like,
debated on
magic.
mundane being
It's all
one
about
she
magic
pushed up,
powers
but I
and
decided
stuff,
against
and-
it.
Yeah, for Regalia, freak is all about like magic powers and being distant and being weird, and this is not that.
Yeah.
So, and then you can either clear a condition or mark
Clearing
potential.
and clearing anger.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say, Regalia, you should probably clear your potentials because you hit 5.
Oh yeah, I should probably spend that.
Aspen,
Yo.
I spend my.
you know the
potential.
questions.
I'm gonna have to go with into the image of myself,
Okay,
since the only person I really interacted with was an NPC.
fair. Not for lack of trying.
I mean,
I mean, I was gonna have
Definitely not like a try. She wanted to interact with another NPC.
I mean, I was gonna
She
have
wanted to punch
Regalia.
Apollo or slap Apollo.
I was gonna have,
I always want to slap Apollo.
I was
but
gonna
that's
have
just me.
Regalia and Apollo join in with you guys, but you just didn't want that to happen for some reason. How do you-
Well, I didn't know that was your plan. My thought was, ooh, Grace here doesn't want to become Athena. Better
no,
not
no.
let her become Athena.
That was me being like,
Facetious.
yeah.
I know. That means I can change my labels, right?
Yep. Shift one up, one down.
Okay, so I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna actually shift mundane up and freak down.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's like you reconnecting with both of you, despite all the things, reconnecting as kind of normal people.
Whoops, not 12.
Might break the system a bit.
Maybe. Sorry.
All right, and lastly, Thea.
I grew into the. No, I didn't. Never mind. Nah. Words. Closer to the team.
Okay. Who made you feel welcome?
Regalia.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Cutie Carbuncle. It's always Cutie Carbuncle. All
Not
right.
this time.
All right, Regalia, you're muted.
How do I check that? How do I check it? What do I click for that?
Oh,
There
if you
should
look
be
a
at the
drop.
top,
So go to viewing sheets.
Viewing sheets. Aha, I
Viewing
see it.
sheets. Go down. Click on my
Select you.
name,
Yes.
and
yes,
then
yes.
go down to labels.
Sure. I think going into this with superior of 0 is good.
Yeah, I don't want -1 superior.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna plan on penalizing that. I was actually considering, should I bring it up? That is what your character is like, but also like maybe doing this where it's not that way is better.
Well, yeah, because she's not embodying superior right now with the fact that she's,
exactly.
She's letting her walls down. It is all based on how you see her.
Yeah.
if I could make a recommendation, I would say mundane up, freak down.
Yeah, I was thinking of
That
that
would work.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, mundane up, freak down. Is that
that
seeing
works.
you as a person and not as your powers?
Okay. And then you can clear a condition or mark potential. You still have insecure marked at the moment.
I am going to mark potential.
Okay.
How do I mark potential? Where is that? Potential. Hello, Potential. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay.
Alright, so, that out of the way, as always, you can join our Discord with the link down in the description to chat with us or discuss the channel or channel adjacent topics, like what kind of fate-breaking pun would you have used at the end? You can also follow us on Twitter at Tales Across to get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by friend of the show, Carl. Links below to his Coffee account and his DeviantArt. Finally, like, subscribe, and follow us to get both future content and help us reach a wider audience. So, to those watching us in the past, present, and future, come on, keep following us. You don't want to Apollo doesn't follow us. You don't want to be like Apollo, do you? And good night.
Good night.